AI is going to lead the way.
Hi there and welcome to From Ideas to Results. My name's Luke and I'm joined by Caroline here from our SEO team, and we are going to be diving into the latest things that have been happening in the world of SEO in the last 30 days. We've got 3 exciting topics. The first one looking at integrating AI into SEO workflows, changing search behavior, something we've talked about before, and then finally looking at the role of technical SEO and attributable content. So let's dive into topic number 1. So looking at integrating AI into SEO workflows. Can you give us a bit of an introduction? What is that?
It essentially means that we're no longer looking at websites just from the point of view that a Google crawler would. That's to say scanning for keywords and links. But now we have to look at how AI actually interprets meaning. So AI isn't just looking at words like a Google search crawler would have done. It's looking to understand relationships between things. What you are, who you are, what you offer, why you're credible. It's joining the dots between the entities, the structured data, and the content to enable AI crawlers to understand your content, help it make sense of it, and surface it and cite it in AI overviews and AI search. AI search tends to be how people would search and maybe like in a conversational manner. So they're using long tail queries. Being able to kind of produce your content in such a way that is answering those queries, linking with the entities within the content and within the structured data, is enabling AI search to be able to understand that your content is authoritative, it's coming from an authoritative source, and trust is a very important element too.
What are sorts of things would you potentially give?
I would say first and foremost, you'd need to audit your site. You need to look at entity mapping and making sure that search engines and AI can recognize people, products and places on your site. You need to check whether you've got structured data or schema in place. You need to look at your existing content and see whether it's linked semantically, i.e. with clear language and connecting the pages are well connected with internal linking and supporting content to enable that AI to actually connect the meaning between the different pages.
What are the, upsides if you do this really well?
You're going to appear more in AI search results, so particularly AI overviews, and if you do it right, you'll get cited. You will see fewer clicks, so don't get alarmed if in Google Search Console your clicks have gone down. The quality of those clicks will be much higher and much more likely to lead to conversion.
So we've got topic number 2. So we've got changing search behavior. Could you give us an overview of what we're seeing from, the introduction of AI, how that's changing search behavior? Because this is a really interesting one.
People maybe used to always go to Google as their, or another search engine, but primarily Google as their first choice of search to answer everything. Now we're seeing that users are splitting their research journeys. So for instance, they'll turn to AI tools for say discovery, but then they use Google to verify and act on those ideas.
So actually it's not driving down the search volume necessarily, but we're seeing that research happening over here on ChatGPT or an AI engine, and then they're coming to what they know currently to then sort of almost verify and maybe then take that final step.
If I was say planning a holiday, I might go to ChatGPT and say, where are the best places to visit in Italy for food and culture, for example, which is going to give me some inspiration and some informational context around that. Then once I've kind of honed in where I might want to go in Italy for my holiday, I will then head to Google so I can check reviews of specific resorts, compare prices, and then do that conversion part where I actually book my holiday potentially with a tour operator.
Do you think this is a permanent trend? Do you think this is a temporary trend, like a transitional trend where we're moving from what we know through search to AI, and eventually will AI just take the whole journey?
I think AI is going to lead the way. It's evolving all the time, and we're having to evolve how we work in order to, especially with regards to tracking and return on investment. That's really important to us.
So the role of technical SEO and attributable content.
Technical SEO is still absolutely fundamental to the AI world. AI can't understand what it can't read. So technical SEO will ensure that your content is crawlable and it's fast and properly structured. So we always say to clients, technical foundations are the absolute must before you can embark on sort of entity SEO and optimizing for AI search. I like to sort of think of it as you're building clear signposts for the search engines and AI. Without that, even if you've got great content, it won't be noticed.
And And when you talked about the sort of attributable content, what does that mean?
In terms of being able to attribute it to your brand, sending the trust signals and the authority to the AI search in order that you're more likely to get cited. So we talk about things like including testimonials from happy customers, profiles of experts within your field. For example, if you're a university running courses, you might profile the leaders, the directors, that sort of thing. So it's all about sending the messages to AI search that actually this content is relatable. It's answering people's questions that they ask in AI search and being able to establish yourself as experts and authoritative sources.
What do people need to do to kind of make sure that they're doing this, they're helping that content be attributed back to them?
First of all, you can start with schema markup. So rather than bespoke structured data, you can use that to define your organization, your people, your services. That includes things like including author bios, brand mentions, and consistent visual identity across all your pages. You should be trying to have like testimonials from customers, FAQs, basically answering the questions that people are likely to ask. By establishing all these foundations, you are optimizing yourself to put yourself in the best place to gain visibility more quickly.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Well, that was Caroline. That was her first session. You could see why we wanted her here, because that knowledge is absolutely fantastic. So if you enjoyed that, do check out our website. We've got loads more content on this particular topic. SEO, there's so many things happening right now. It's so exciting. So do check out our website and our socials, and we'll see you again next time.